Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ERBB. We will take a look at the 60-minute time frame. This one has been just an absolute beast. Real quick, if we pull up the daily chart, you can see that it made this little breakout here, and then just absolutely just skyrocketed up. Today, crazy day. Up and down, and then bounce back up on just massive volume. So. Just all sorts of back and forth, but that's to be expected after such an upwards move. Profit takers clearly finally decided to step in. That looks like led to some panic selling, and then after that was over, you can see that the bulls were able to recover some. So just a absolutely crazy day, but like I said, not very shocking, just because when you have a stock that literally a couple weeks ago was trading for down here at sub 0.002, 0.003, and then all of a sudden gets up to 0.015 and above. People are going to want to start to lock in profits at some point. So nothing really shocking with today's action, although it was definitely crazy. So I think the 60-minute chart does just a good example or good job of showing us what we want to see hold and so forth from the technical perspective. So the first thing I want to point out is just simply this purple line and yellow line. This is the 200 period simple moving average. This is the 50 period simple moving average, and both have a nice upward slope. So the overall context of the chart is still up. Yes, it was red today, and it wasn't a solid green candle like the past couple of days, but despite that, the overall context is still bullish. The trend is still up. So that's the first thing I want to point out. The next thing is it looks like we had a pretty important level of support pop its head up today, and I believe it bounced right off that area. So if you look back here, we had this little pullback here, and then the price bounced right off of 0.0097 before this nice doji candle formed, and then you can see the result from there. And then today's low was right at 0.0097. So 0.0097, apparently there are some buyers down there that are accumulating every time the price goes down there. And just simply looking back there, you can see that's where I got it from. And then when you combine that with the fact that the 50 period simple moving average is based at 0.0094, pretty close. But this will eventually surpass that. So 0.0097, like I said, seems to be a pretty important level of support, given that with this mass chaos during this 1 hour here. You can see, remember, this is a 60-minute chart, so each one of these represents 1 hour's worth of time. But during the chaotic candle here, that's right where it bounced off that 0097. So seems to be some solid buyers down there. This is probably one of the biggest hammer candles I've ever seen, so it was nice to see the bulls recover there. And then the rest of the day kind of just hovered around the 20 period simple moving average, which is that gray line. So overall, though, if you were to ask me what would be the best case support level to see hold, keep in mind that's what I said, best case, not must hold. I'd say right here around the 0.0137 area or so. That's just simply from these previous levels of support, and the price was able to close above there. I'm going to leave that line skinny because while it is a level of support, by no means does it have to hold. In terms of resistance levels, not going to draw anything out here, but the first level is going to be right here, the previous high from this candle, which is at 0.0163. So that'll be the first level you want to get above on any sort of bounce. And then really no other resistance levels until up here at this 0.0188, where you can see, I'm going to draw a line for this one, but 0.0188, let's try that again here. Alright, there we go. Right up here is going to be the level that'll then jumpstart you into new highs. So overall, though, like I said, I started off with this point, I want to end with it. The overall context is still bullish, so as long as these moving averages are sloping upwards, then the bulls are still in control. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to sign up for our newsletter up there. When you do that, as you'll see, you'll get a free ebook. And if you enjoy the video and want to learn more about charting and invest into your education as a trader, I'd encourage you to check out our course down there. Over 8.5 hours of video, and it's been getting good third-party reviews, so I'd encourage you to click on the box down there and check it out. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, thanks for listening.